4 brain boosts for better focus. Today, society demands that we always be on our A game, not just on the ball, but in front of the ball. Whatever your preferred metaphor, to function successfully in the world today, you need to be focused. But this can be difficult. Between distractions, brain fog, and too much jitter-causing caffeine, getting through the day can be a struggle. Below, you'll find 4 easy ways to cut through the fog and gain better focus for your busy and meaningful days. 1. Lower your stress. Stress is hard on the body, both physically and mentally. Every time your body experiences stress, it produces and secretes stress hormones, giving your body the signal to fight or take flight. Lowering your stress will reduce the number of stress hormones your body produces and allow you to think clearly, responding to situations instead of reacting. Lowering your stress levels may mean saying no more often, asking for help, or delegating tasks to others either at work or at home. 2. Cut out food intolerances. Some foods, especially when consumed in excessive amounts, have been proven to affect brain function negatively. You don't have to give up these foods completely, but you can try cutting back or attempt an elimination diet. Food intolerances can also be an added strain on your brain function. These intolerances, similar to allergies, can cause reactions within the body that make it hard to focus. Foods to consider cutting back on can include pre-cooked meats, artificial sweeteners, bacon, especially the heavily preserved kind found in the supermarket, alcohol, and cheese or dairy. Remember, you don't have to cut out any of these foods completely, but you may want to consider how much you're consuming. 3. Increase key nutrients. Amp up your intake of nutrients that help your body and brain function best. Your body needs calories from fat, protein, and carbs to work properly. You may also want to consider if you're consuming enough magnesium, B vitamins, and choline. 4. Get your Z's. Getting enough quality sleep might just be one of the most significant contributors to having better focus during the day. Your body needs sleep to recuperate and clear out everything from the previous day. This includes liver function, cortisol, a stress hormone regulation, and muscle repair. Basically, if you aren't sleeping enough or well enough, your body can't function at its top condition. Having a clear and focused mind can seem like a tall order, one that you can't possibly stack up to. But that isn't the case. Take small and simple steps toward clearing the fog and cobwebs, and toward a brain that's ready for whatever the day brings. 4 habits to help you focus better. Focusing comes in different forms for everyone. Some like to listen to music to help them focus, while others want complete silence. Keep reading for 4 tips that help you find your focus. 1. Have a daily plan. You should wake up every morning with a plan of what your day will look like. This doesn't have to be a detailed schedule that outlines every minute, but having a plan in place that'll eliminate small decisions that can get you off track. Having a plan will also give you a clear goal of how your day should progress and end. Take every evening to write out, not just in your head, the plan for the next day. It can include what you'll have for breakfast, through what order you'll complete your work in. It may also be helpful to prep items such as meals, coffee, and clothing to keep you on track. 2. Moment of enjoyment. Every day, take at least a small amount of time to do something you really enjoy. This can be peace and quiet over your coffee in the morning, a piece of candy in the afternoon, or snuggles with a pet or loved one in the evening. Having that moment of enjoyment will give you a respite from all the to-dos that fill your day and give you time to reset and prepare for what comes next. 3. Be persistent. If a task isn't coming easily to you, feel free to walk away for a few minutes or even a day. But be persistent with the process and don't give up. Allowing yourself to bounce from task to task to avoid the difficult work will leave you with a list of half-done tasks and a brain that's running in a million different directions. 4. Have a day off. There's no rest for the wicked, and the righteous don't need it, is a familiar turn of phrase that praises the busy. But we all know that isn't the truth. We all need a day off to rest, reset, and recuperate. We also need time with our families and friends to fill our cups and remind us why the hard days are worth it. Focusing better is both a mindset and a physical act that you must prepare your mind and body for. Be sure that you're doing everything in your power to set yourself up to the best of your ability. 4 things you should be focusing on every day. Every day our attention is pulled in a million directions. To-do lists, both personal and work, family, friends, and even random errands take up valuable brain real estate. It can be challenging to cut through the excess and give your attention to what really matters. Keep reading for the 4 things that you should be giving some attention to every day. 1. On a goal. You most likely have at least one goal that you're currently working on. Choose one goal to focus on every day. Focusing on a specific goal every day will allow it to stay in the forefront of your mind and ensure that you spend time working on it. Remember that breaking up big goals into smaller steps will allow you to spread the work over time and level up when necessary. 2. On the now. Allowing your mind to dwell on the past is of little use to your current situation. The past is over and you can't change it. Focus on what's happening right now in your life, what you need to accomplish, and on the good things you have to reflect on. Keeping your mind present is a better use of your time. 3. On the task at hand. This is important for all tasks that you must complete, but it can be difficult. Losing yourself to a task is something that typically only happens when you really enjoy what you're working on. However, with practice, you can learn to tune out distractions and find your flow. 4. On the positive. Don't let your mind fall down the tunnel of negativity and what-if thoughts. It's literally a dead-end road that'll take you nowhere. Focusing on the positives of a situation and in general will do 2 things. First, it'll keep your spirits up when times are tough and you feel like giving up. Second, positive thoughts manifest more positive thoughts, which in and of itself is motivating. Honing your thoughts in on specific tasks, aspects of life, and what you want out of your future is a process that takes time to work on. Your mind, like any muscle, works best when you train it regularly. Focusing on the items listed above daily will help train your brain to go to those items on its own, eventually turning you into a lean, mean, focusing machine. 5 boosts that will improve focus and productivity at work. Today, we have many demands on our time. At home, you have family, friends, and maybe even work still vying for your attention. At work, you have your personal life, coworkers, technology, and general stuff snapping fingers in hopes of gaining your attention. But you don't have to live like that. There are small and simple changes you can start implementing that'll make significant differences to your focus and productivity at work. 1. Use a schedule. Do your best to create a schedule, especially for your work time, that'll give you a clear plan of your day and what's expected. This will allow you to move from one task to the next without having to stop and decide what to do next. Also keep in mind that schedules are not the end-all be-all. Sometimes things change. 2. Make a clean workspace. Be it your kitchen counter when you're cooking dinner or at your desk at work, keeping a clean and tidy workspace will help clear the mental clutter as well. Fewer distractions and no desk cleaning procrastination. 3. Put blinders on. This means all the blinders. Turn your phone on silent, stop notifications, and keep unnecessary tabs closed on your computer. Technology is fantastic, but it can also serve as a major distraction throughout our workday. Take into consideration how much time you spend clicking and scrolling needlessly. 4. Let others know you're working. Put a sign on your door, put on your headphones, or whatever it is you need to do to minimize distractions from other human beings. Letting others know that you're working and prefer not to be disturbed will give you time to work and is a polite way of saying, "I'm happy to help, but not until later." 5. Know your habits. We all have habits that dictate when we're most and least productive. Pay attention to yours and use them to your advantage. If morning is your most productive time of the day, then that's the time to shut your door and work on the big, hard tasks of the day. If you know that you always hit a wall right before lunch, use that time to pick up your desk and take a stroll to the water cooler. Finding your work groove can be challenging. However, taking the time to make small steps in the right direction will allow you to create a workday that's productive and meaningful. 5 creative ways to build better focus. Building better focus cannot be found in a step-by-step guide. It's a process, one that's filled with starts, stops, leveling up, and many missteps along the way. In fact, improving your focus might just be one of the most challenging things you can try to do in the 21st century. We have limitless distractions, stress from home and work, and information flying at us 24/7. Below you'll find a list of creative ways to work on improving your focus, but what you must remember throughout all the steps is to take inventory consistently. Notice your mental state, what's distracting you, and why it's distracting you. Taking the time to stop and take stock will give you feedback on what is and isn't working for you, as well as how you're improving along the way. 1. Consider your attention. Throughout the day, stop and consider how much attention you're paying to the task at hand. Are you fully focused? Or are you only half working on a project while the other half of your brain thinks about lunch? 2. Consider your mood. Consider your mood throughout the day and why it may be that way. This should be paired with your attention to what you're doing. Are you anxious while you only half think about the project? Are you annoyed and typing an email? 3. Write down your distractions and look at them. Every time you catch yourself being pulled away from the task at hand, write down the distraction and what you were doing, then get back to work. At the end of the day, look back on what distracted you and when. You may be able to pinpoint weak points in your day and find ways to remedy those distractions. 4. Stop and breathe. Ever feel like you're being pulled in 10 different directions? Are the distractions flooding at you becoming overwhelming? Stop and breathe. Clear your mind for a few moments, write it down, and make a plan. While you may not be able to solve all the problems, at least you can do your best to work through each one with a clear mind. 5. Visualize. You can use visualization at any time to clear your mind and focus on one thing. This will allow you to push away distractions and build your mind's ability to concentrate for a lengthened time. You can visualize colors, images, anything that you focus your mind on. Building better focus is not a race. It's a journey that takes time and patience. Consider incorporating creative focus-building exercises into your daily routine. 5 exercises to improve focus. If the title of this article already has you ready to move on because really, who wants more exercises than they're supposed to do, but will live for eternity in your screenshots folder? No one. That's who. No worries, these focus-improving exercises have little to do with jumping jacks and lunges, and everything to do with your brain. Keep reading to find out how you can exercise your brain without moving, mostly, any other muscles. 1. Moving slow and leveling up. Improving your focus isn't going to happen in a day or even a week. It's a slow process that takes time. This means moving slowly and creating habits that you can build on. Once you master one of the items listed below, or even part of it, level up by stacking another small habit on top, or upping the level of the habit. 2. List your distractions. How many times a day does a random thought, a thing to research, or to do pop into your head? How many times a day do you follow that random thought down a rabbit hole? Keep a pen and paper handy and write down those thoughts when they come to you. Later, when you have a moment, you can handle the item as needed. This will allow you to get back to work quickly. 3. Meditate. Meditation is literally the practice of exercising the mind by staying focused on one thing, typically your breathing, for an extended period. You can start by using a meditation app to guide you through the process. 4. Practice memorization. Memorization takes time, practice, and focus. Start small with a short poem and slowly build upon what you can memorize. Memorization is a great way to not only focus entirely on something, but it works in your brain by recalling it later. 5. Read items in their entirety. How often do you only read the first and last paragraph of an article, or read the synopsis of a book but never read the book? Staying focused on even a short article online is impossible for many. Trying reading an entire article from start to finish, then move up to long-form reads and even books. Your mind is a powerful tool. However, like every other part of your body, it must be used to maintain its power and usefulness. Start practicing the exercises above to start your journey to increasing your focus and mental stamina. 5 things you should be doing to improve focus at work. Are you someone that skips from task to task at work without spending a significant amount of time on any one thing? You probably are if you're reading this article. But that's okay. You're here now, and we're going to work on it. Keep reading to learn the 5 things you should be doing at work to improve your focus and productivity. 1. Respond, don't react. Immediate reaction is something we all feel like we have to do. New email? Read, react, and hit send. New to-dos pop up on your project management system. Do it immediately. Stop. First, unless something's marked immediate action needed, it can probably wait. Stop reacting immediately, and instead take time to work through, think, and respond when you're ready. 2. Hardest first. Get the toughest or most boring tasks done first in the morning. This will get it out of the way so you can enjoy the rest of your day, and it'll stop you from procrastinating to avoid that unbearable task. 3. Stop time sucks. Time sucks come in many forms. Notifications, social media, and cleaning out your deleted email files are great examples. You're giving up your valuable time to those things that can wait, and instead, most likely creating a backlog of work for yourself. Do whatever it is you need to do to remove the temptation and get back to work. 4. Make a to-do list. A game plan for your day is possibly the most valuable tool you have at your disposal. Simply knowing what all you need to do and what other commitments you have will give you a clear view of what your day will look like. A simple piece of paper with a time ladder and checkboxes will do the trick. 5. Work in chunks. Break your day up into chunks of time. Working for 45 minutes with a 10-minute break will not only make the day go by faster, but it'll also help you to learn how to gauge how long specific tasks take and where your time's being used. Improving your focus at work is about more than exercising your brain to be more productive. It's also about training yourself to work, respond, and plan your day in a way that's most useful to you. This will look different for everyone, but with time and practice, you can become an effective worker. 5 tips to eliminate distractions to gain better focus. Distractions come in all shapes and sizes and can ruin even the best laid of plans and intentions. Some distractions can't be helped or ignored, like fire alarms or crying babies, but many of our daily interruptions can be. Keep reading for 5 simple steps to minimizing and eliminating disturbances that are keeping you from focusing on what matters most. 1. Turn off notifications. We love notifications. From our phone, from our computers, from everything. Turn them off. You don't need to know every time you get a like or a retweet. You can also turn off notifications from other apps, health, email, news, and coupons, and do the same with notifications that come from your computer for emails and ads. This will significantly lower the number of distractions you'll have throughout a day. 2. Put away your phone. If at all possible, put your phone on silent or away for a set amount of time. You'll no longer be tempted to check in needlessly every few moments, and when it does go off, you won't know it. The vast majority of messages received throughout the day do not need immediate responses anyway. If you still worry about missing important calls or texts, change your settings to allow messages and calls from specific people. 3. Only necessary programs. If you're working on your computer, be sure to only have open the programs that are necessary for your project. Are you working on a spreadsheet? Close your email and internet browser. Closing the unneeded programs will limit distractions, and having the programs you need already opened will save you time and energy. 4. Clear all the clutter. Clutter comes in many forms: physical clutter on your desk, visual clutter, notes stuck to your monitors, or mental clutter. Get everything put up, cleaned up, and out of your head so you can focus on your task at hand and not worry about distractions. 5. Prepare your needs. Preparing your needs is about setting up your environment. Make sure your room is the right temperature, or that you have a blanket if you tend to get cold. Make sure you have a beverage, a snack, or any other tools or supplies you'll need. Having everything ready means you will not be leaving your work area frequently where you can get distracted and wander off. Taking a few moments to prepare yourself and your work area can go a long way in helping you to maintain focus and complete projects promptly. Looking around your area, what steps can you take now to eliminate distractions? 6 tricks to regain lost focus. It happens to everyone at some point. You're moving along, zipping through your to-dos at work or at home, and then boom, something happens around you, and your focus and productivity train is derailed. It can be tricky to find your footing and get back into your groove. However, 6 tricks can minimize the chance of derailment and help you to get back on track after losing focus. 1. Meditate. Meditation is like exercising the muscle of your mind. A few moments every day is a way to practice focus and attention. Meditation can seem odd and overwhelming for many. Try starting with a guided meditation app or station. A few minutes every day can make a big difference. 2. Silence your phone and computer. We're all guilty of it. Every time your phone rings, vibrates, or lights up, you automatically look away from your task to glance at your phone. Stop those notifications, silence your phone, or put it out of your line of vision, in a desk drawer or up on a shelf. 3. Close your door. If your office is in a high-traffic area, consider closing your door for a few hours a day so you can work through your more complicated tasks. This will eliminate the distractions of people walking by, sticking their heads in, and may make others think twice before knocking. This will give you more uninterrupted time to work. 4. Take breaks. Taking breaks probably seems counterintuitive. However, taking breaks from work can give your mind a rest too. Also, if you know you have a 10-minute break coming up, it'll provide you with an incentive to push through a laborious task. 5. Stop multitasking. There's no way around this, but multitasking is killing your productivity and your focus. Multitasking means you're splitting your attention between multiple items, which means you're not giving anything your full attention. Stop it. Focus on one task at a time. 6. Remove internal distractions. Internal distractions are the little ideas, to-dos, and random thoughts that pop into your head while working on a different task. When this happens, take a moment to write down that thought or to-do and then get back to work. Writing it down will allow your brain to let go of it while you get back to work and can revisit it later. Regaining lost focus doesn't have to be a carnival trick. With practice and the correct tools in place, you can restore your focus quickly and with little downtime. 9 things you should be eating for better focus. Food and the nutrients they provide are the building blocks of our bodies and minds. Properly fueling your body is the perfect way to make sure your mind is ready to take on the day. 1. Blueberries. Eating these tasty berries will not turn you into Violet Beauregard, thankfully. But studies have shown that blueberries do contain antioxidants that can boost memory and improve focus for hours after eating them. 2. Green tea. Sipping this delicious beverage will give you a boost of caffeine and L-theanine. When caffeine and L-theanine are combined, they work together to improve alertness and focus without the dreaded crash that typically comes a few hours later. 3. Avocados. It's no wonder social media influencers are preaching the benefits of avocados. Filled with good fats and fiber, they enhance blood flow and other, flows as well. Better blood flow means a healthier and happier brain. 4. Leafy green vegetables. Antioxidants, carotenoids, and B vitamins. All of these individually and combined help with memory and focus, as well as protecting your brain and giving it the nutrients it needs to replenish after a long day of work. 5. Fatty fish. Consuming a serving of fatty fish, such as salmon, trout, or sardines, has been shown to increase memory, mental performance, and lessen issues such as mood swings and fatigue. This is all thanks to omega-3 fatty acids, something that's abundant in several types of fish. 6. Water. Your entire body is made up of water, and it's no surprise that it depends on it. Drinking enough water daily can aid in memory, focus, and creativity. Be sure to find your happy range of daily water intake. 7. Dark chocolate. Before you get carried away, it only takes a small serving of dark chocolate daily to reap the benefits. Caffeine and magnesium combine in this decadent treat to stimulate your brain and release the feel-good hormones, endorphins, and serotonin. Both give you energy, focus, and a positive mood. 8. Flaxseed. These tiny seeds are filled with goodness, such as magnesium, B vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids, and even fiber. Grinding the seeds gives your body the ability to digest them fully and to benefit from the mental clarity and focus that comes from them. 9. Nuts. Nuts also contain a number of health benefits. Protein, vitamin E, and amino acids are packed into a 1-ounce serving, giving you less cognitive decline and better focus throughout your day. Filling your diet with benefit-packing foods can sometimes seem complicated, with the newest superfood changing daily. However, small additions of these 9 foods can allow you to reap the benefits of small changes.